With the first ever hands-on look of Galaxy Z Fold 6, it cleared things up about the new updates we are going to see on Z Fold 6 with the new and wider cover display, great durability numbers, and new inner display. It is safe to say Galaxy Z Fold 6 looks way more modern and well built compared to the Galaxy Z Fold 5. This is the first ever hands-on look of a Z Fold 6, showing off a new design and different build. Before talking about the display, we should first talk about overall design of a Z Fold 6. This is the difference between Fold 5 and Fold 6. Z Fold 6 comes with a more boxier design, and if you're a Samsung user, this phone looks more like Galaxy S24 Ultra with the sharp corners. When we move to the sides of the Z Fold 6, it comes with the flatter sides compared to rounded sides on last generation. Now it comes down to personal preference, but I like the build on the Z Fold 6 as it looks more modern and the cover display looks really amazing. I will answer your question about the wider cover display later in this video, but after getting the dimensions of the Z Fold 6, Samsung is actually making a change in the thickness of a phone. Now upon checking from hands-on, it got around 12.5mm thickness, whereas the leak thickness was around 12.1mm. This means they will reduce the thickness because Z Fold 5 is at 13.4mm. With a similar design on Z Fold 6, the weight of the phone is also reduced and there's a big change in it. Fold 6 weighed around 239 grams, which is 14 grams lighter than the Galaxy Z Fold 5 at 253 grams. Not to mention, if you are updating from any older Galaxy Fold like the Fold 2, 3 or even 4, you guys will see a big difference in weight, and if you own an older foldable, the weight of a phone is a major letdown. On the back of the phone, Samsung also changed the design of the cameras, a slightly different camera design compared to the Z Fold 5, but what camera comes with it matters the most, which I'll share in a moment. Now the color options are also out for the Z Fold 6. We're going to see navy blue, silver, light pink, and 3 low volume color options: crafted black, peach, and white, which I expect Samsung would only offer on Samsung's official website. Yes, with the hands-on look, the wider cover display of a Z Fold 6 is also confirmed. Although let me quote the size of the display before. As per rumors, Z Fold 6 cover display will be around 6.3 inches size compared to 6.2 inches on Fold 5. But when you put both phones side by side, the Z Fold 6 looks wider compared to the Z Fold 5. Even Samsung made some big changes in the hinge to make the Z Fold 6 look slightly wider compared to the Fold 5. Also, if you notice or not, Z Fold 6 all 4 sides are having the same width. This means Samsung is finally putting asymmetrical bezels on Z Fold 6, and if you look at the Z Fold 5, the hinge side of a Z Fold 5 looks old and comes with a thicker bezels compared to what we get on the Z Fold 6. Now one would say, how big of a difference between the Z Fold 5 and Z Fold 6 cover display? According to this hands-on, it shared the screen protector and he put it on the Z Fold 5 to show how big of a difference. And look, there is a clear difference that we will going to see a wider cover display on Fold 6, but don't expect as wider as OnePlus Open or other Chinese foldables. Also, if you're thinking of inner display, it will be same, but the durability is improved on Fold 6. But before going on to a durability, if you're thinking, can Samsung put a S Pen support on the cover display of a Fold 6? No, there is no S Pen support on cover display, but inner display will get a support of S Pen. Durability on foldables is one of the most important thing before buying any foldable, and that is the reason Samsung worked really hard on improving the durability on Fold 6. Although Galaxy Z Fold 5 was one of the most durable foldable phone at the time, but the Z Fold 6 will even cross the numbers with the new hinge and better inner display. Starting off with the new hinge design, last year Samsung used a gapless hinge on Fold 5 which was called Flex Hinge, and it leaves no gaps when you close your Z Fold 5. But this year, Samsung is launching a new hinge called Iron Flex. This improves the durability of a Fold 6, although this new hinge also helps Samsung to improve the cover display, but durability comes first. Now initially, it was expected Samsung should go with the IP68 rating for both water and dust resistance on Fold 6, but later denied because it was not ready for a Z Fold 6. So this year, same, we are going to see IPX8 rating on Z Fold 6 for water resistance. Now the bigger changes came with the cover display and inner display durability. Let's start with the cover display. Samsung is going to put a new and tougher glass on Z Fold 6. Gorilla Glass Armor, which was used in S24 Ultra. And this new glass is 4 times scratch resistant compared to the Z Fold 5 glass. This new glass also comes with anti-reflective coating, which means no reflection, just like the S24 Ultra. The inner display is also seeing a change. Samsung is going to put a new thicker UTG ultra thin glass on Z Fold 6. Some suggest it will be 50% more thicker compared to the Z Fold 5, which helps it to reduce the black line and display damaging issues on Fold 6. The number of folds is what people are most curious about, but there is no big surprise in it. Z Fold 6 will also going to feature a 200,000 folds. Every foldable phone has a crease in the middle, but everyone wants a less visible crease on Z Fold 6, and it seems like it will be true with the Z Fold 6. Source claims after using a new UTG ultra thin glass on Fold 6, we will going to see a less visible crease. Now some also got even bigger claims. The crease is almost gone, which means thicker UTG gets the job done, not only improving the durability but also improve the crease on Z Fold 6 compared to the Z Fold 5. The battery life is the second most important thing in a foldable phone, as the displays are bigger, but the battery size is extremely small compared to the display size. And this is the same story with the Z Fold 6 and Z Fold 5. Now previously, it was leaked we might see a 4600 mAh battery on Z Fold 6, which is about 200 more than previous generation, but according to confirmed sources, Samsung is going with the same battery size as last year, 4400 on Z Fold 6. The same battery Samsung is using from Z Fold 3. So we can expect a same battery performance on the Z Fold 6 and Z Fold 5, but there is an exception here. Samsung is going to add a new feature called Battery AI on the Z Fold 6, which will going to boost the battery life. According to the source, this will improve the battery life for about 20 to 30 minutes, and I suppose this would be a screen on time. So expect no big changes in the hardware, but a small improvement over software side. The charging speed is also similar on Fold 6, as the battery is same as the Fold 5, so does the charging speed. So they're going to put a 25 watt fast charger on Fold 6, which is totally fine as there is no update in the battery side. The performance difference is real on Z Fold 6 and Z Fold 5, as Samsung is going with the new processor Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 made for Galaxy compared to Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, and the difference says it all from the Geekbench scores on both devices. Galaxy Z Fold 6 scored 2,257 single-core score and 6,903 multi-core score, whereas Galaxy Z Fold 5 scored 1,939 single-core score and 5,118 multi-core score. There is not a big difference in the single-core score, but the multi-core score is really good on Fold 6, so does the performance on the Fold 6. Now on the daily usage, you won't feel much difference, but the gaming and heavy tasks will show the real difference. If you're expecting a 16 gigs of RAM on Fold 6, you might be wrong. Samsung only gave us 12 gigs of RAM on Z Fold 6, same as Fold 5. Even the storage options are exactly same, 256 gigs, 512 gigs, and 1TB of storage. The only thing which I'm a little bit worried about is the power efficiency and heating issues on Z Fold 6. As we all know, Samsung gave us bigger vapor chamber on S24 Ultra due to Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, and we really need a bigger vapor chamber on Z Fold 6 to handle all that performance without overheating. Now rumors were saying a lot about the cameras of Z Fold 6, and even you guys were not happy about the Z Fold 5 cameras and you wanted ultra cameras, but it seems like this year is no different. Samsung is going with the same 50 megapixel main sensor, 12 megapixel ultra wide, and a 10 megapixel 3x telephoto sensor. There is no difference between the Z Fold 5 and Z Fold 6 cameras, although with a better optimization we can see a better camera performance on Fold 6, but don't expect a big change. Also, if you use UDC under display camera, then it will be better, only because Samsung is using a new UTG ultra thin glass which helps it to improve the under display camera. 2024 is the year of AI, and how is it possible that Samsung didn't offer new AI features on Z Fold 6? But if you're an S Pen user, Samsung is offering an amazing feature to the Z Fold 6 S Pen, just like the iPad. the graffiti image generation function. It was leaked from ICE. With this feature, you can unlock your creativity as you can convert your sketch into a real image by using AI. Apart from this, Samsung is going to add all the previous AI features on Z Fold 6, which we saw on S24 Ultra, like circle to search and more, and some additional AI features confirmed from ICE, like the video AI features, and I am expecting object removal in the video and night vision. With the price increase in the parts and adding the new AI features on Galaxy Z Fold 6, we might see a price hike on Z Fold 6. Last year, Samsung stuck with the same price, but this year is different. The price increase is similar to Galaxy S24 Ultra, so both Z Fold 6 and Z Flip 6 are going to feature a price hike this year. At least $100 price hike on Z Fold 6, which is a massive jump. But if you pre-order, you may get some gifts, which would be helpful. But right now, you can get some great deals on Z Fold 5, but obviously now it is a year-old device. The main reason why you want to switch to the Z Fold 6 from a Z Fold 5. If you're thinking just about the build quality and durability, then Z Fold 6 is a better option compared to the Z Fold 5. But if you're thinking about the performance, battery life and camera improvements, then I would say Z Fold 5 is still a great option, and the AI addition on the Z Fold 6 is a plus, but Samsung may add these AI features on the Z Fold 5 with the One UI 6.1.1, maybe some limited features, although there is a huge plus when we talk about the software support. We expect Samsung to give us at least 7 years of OS updates on Z Fold 6, so if you're looking for a long-term support of your phone, Z Fold 6 is a better option. With that said, if you're still here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I will catch you in the next one. Peace out.